come lead the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
If you'll bow your heads with me as we pray. Heavenly Father, we're gathered here today as we celebrate and give thanks for each graduate here and for those who've helped us along our way. We want to thank you for leading us during our learning, giving us perseverance through our studies, and watching over us during all of our exams and throughout this entire journey. I pray that we all feel proud on this day and enjoy sharing our moments with our friends and our family. May today be a memory that burns bright as we embark on our future as nurses. May you have perseverance and patience during each shift. May your mind and body be protected as you touch lives every single day. May you know how much this world needs you and how grateful we are to have experienced this journey together. And give to us, Lord, strength for this selfless service and enable us to give love and compassion to the individuals for which we're called to serve every day. Amen.
Well, good evening. Welcome, family, friends, and guests. I'm John Williams, the extremely proud and fortunate director of Okaloosa Technical College. On behalf of our entire college, please allow me to welcome you to one of our proudest moments each semester. Our pinning ceremony for nursing is a very special time to celebrate our successes as a college. While completion of the program is a milestone of accomplishment for sure, the real magic of this moment is not in finishing, but in beginning. These nurses are beginning a career of personal sacrifice, a lifetime of caring for others, and while it may be a journey for them for sure and difficult, they will reap the benefits of a life of service above self. That, in my opinion, is a path to more riches than you will see in any pay stub. Though I believe those won't be looking too shabby here in a couple of months either. My sincere welcome to all of you, and if you will indulge me just another moment longer, I'd like to recognize our very passionate and very skilled team of instructors and staff for this program. To the point I made just a moment ago, service above self is what all of these folks model daily, and I'm proud to call them colleagues and friends. So first on our list is our wonderful director, Miss Brenda Resty. We also couldn't do anything in our program without our excellent administrative assistant, Miss Karen Noonan. Recognizing our instructors for our program, first Miss Monica DeGusen. Also Mr. Blake Dickinson. In the back with the best smile, Greg Dustin. Unfortunately, unable to be here with us tonight is Miss Chantel Genezo. Our awesome Miss Aletha Paul. And Miss Amy Robinson. Let me also recognize a few other folks that are a part of our team and have certainly assisted with us today and represent our college all the time in such a wonderful way. I want to recognize Mr. Paul McNeely, who's doing the live stream for us tonight and works tirelessly in our district to do great things. I also want to recognize two of our students that are not in the nursing program but are here supporting us tonight. They are in our tech support and cybersecurity programs and do a wonderful job of everything at our college, supporting us in a number of ways. And they're actually here tonight doing sound and video and all those awesome things that we don't worry about when we're in nursing. So I want to recognize Miss Aubriana Wilson up in the booth, as well as Mr. Gavin Burns. Again, sit back, enjoy, welcome to this ceremony, welcome to this moment, and to our students completing and being pinned tonight, my sincere appreciation for what you're going into, what you've already done, and I hope you know we're always here to help you, and we're very proud of each and every one of you. With that, I'm going to turn over class comments to Miss Myjul Crudup.
Thank you, friends, family, and our distinguished guests for joining us this evening to celebrate this monumental accomplishment. This journey was anything but easy, but we made it. Thank you to our support systems. You may have not always understood how tiring our school day was or how important it was to learn the flow of the heart, but you had our backs when we needed it. You may have not understood our spontaneous bursts of tears, but you empathized and listened because you saw we were preparing for something bigger than ourselves. Thank you for being our life-size mannequin to inspect, osculate, palpate, and aggravate. Thank you, Ms. Noonan, for ensuring the logistics of our program were taken care of while you are also wearing many other hats. You are a great asset to this program, not just because you brought hot home-cooked breakfast, or because candy appeared during various holidays, but because you heard what we needed, and always executed the task. Thank you, Ms. Rusty, for creating the best foundation we could ask for. It is because of you that the rest came a little easier. Thank you for instilling discipline in ways we may have not understood, but I truly believe iron sharpens iron. Thank you, Mr. Dickerson, for being there in the middle of our core semester. Your warm smile and impromptu visits made nursing school a little more bearable. Thank you, Ms. Paul. Junior year was anything but easy, but your clinical knowledge and patience, she needed a whole lot of this, and why we excelled clinically during our rotations. Thank you for having an open door and open arms for the remainder of our journey. Thank you, Ms. Sulak, for being the best example of today's modern nurse. Your personal experience and determination to ensure we grasp the material is why we hold you in such high regard. You were just what we needed during junior year, and our thanks have no bounds. Thank you, Mr. Dustin. You didn't have to speak, but your face told another story. Thank you for being our devil's advocate. Thank you for caring about us enough to understand who we were as people and as students. You were just what we needed to end this challenging journey, and we thank you so much for your no-nonsense attitude and for always challenging us to do our best. Last, but she is certainly not least, thank you, Miss Amy. Thank you for always doing your best. Even when you needed to learn the material with us. Thank you for finding a new and fun way for us to learn. I promise we will never forget your serious attention to detail because you, amongst our other instructors, hammered in how important documentation is. Thank you for being our safe space and always a listening ear. We couldn't have asked for a better instructor to see us to the end. To senior cohort 1223, we did it. Nursing school is such a vulnerable place where you meet someone who was also in a vulnerable place. Friends have become lifelong sisters, and you never need to feel alone. These sacrifices were necessary for what we are about to do and become. So I pray no one says you are just an LPN, because what they'll find out is you are just the LPN for the job.
going to introduce our guest speaker tonight, Mrs. Rebecca Sulak. Mrs. Sulak is a native from Crestview, Florida since the age of 3, who started her medical career as a patient care tech. She graduated as an RN from Jefferson Davis Community College in 2010 and worked in post-surgical care and then emergency room. Mrs. Sulak returned to her studies to pursue her bachelor's and then master's degrees through Chamberlain College. While furthering her education, she worked as an emergency room travel trauma nurse. Mrs. Sulak returned to the Crestview area where she had her son in 2018. She worked through the COVID pandemic in the emergency room. She completed her educational studies in 2020 and her family nurse practitioner degree. Mrs. Sulak was an instructor here at OTC for a year, and we were very grateful to have her. Now she works in a private physician's office in Niceville. It is a great honor to welcome back Mrs. Rebecca Sulak.
Well, thank you very much for that introduction. Have to come after both of them, especially after Mijel. I don't know how I'm going to beat that, but I'm going to try. So, well, welcome everyone. Congratulations to this class as you reach your first nursing milestone, graduating nursing school. The late nights, the canceled plans, the tears, the frustrations have all paid off and have gotten you here. As we used to say when I was in nursing school, take a break from life and go to nursing school, because that's essentially what happens. All of you here in support of these graduates have experienced how much this education does indeed ask for them to sacrifice. Their time, their energy, away from their personal lives. For your support, we thank you for walking this path with them. If you guys want to give them a round of applause, because they deserve it. So it's taken me a long time to understand why any kind of medical schooling is so rigorous and taxing, but working during COVID placed that into perspective for me. Nursing is part of the bigger picture that holds the line between life and death. The stakes of this career are high, so the dedication and demands of schooling should reflect that. I can tell you that the greatest satisfaction that I've ever had in over my 14 years of healthcare was not the grateful family members, not the thank yous, nor any kind of awards or accolades. It was seeing someone that we worked on for a very long time, coding multiple times, and then sending off to the ICU, never really knowing what happened to them. But seeing them walk back through the emergency room doors for swelling in their feet months later. We were able to give somebody their loved one back. Some of you may go on to work in the hospital, maybe even a clinic, especially area that isn't as high energy that the ER is. But rest assured, it's the little nuances of a blood pressure, a heart rate, or even a patient's speech or demeanor that can be the catch that saves someone's life. As you go on to pass your next milestone, your boards, you then start deciding where you're going to work. A doctor's office, the hospital, a nursing home. None is better than the next. Not near at all. We need nurses at each of these. And never forget that it doesn't make your degree any less important, because it is. Some will enjoy what you do right off the bat. Others will take a few paces to find what you like, and that's okay. There are so many opportunities. Take a chance on something new. Don't let your nerves or insecurities keep you from taking the next step in your career. But most importantly, do not let a bad experience at a location due to staff, administration, etc., ruin your love for doing the same thing at the next place. Find a place where you're respected, where your personal times are respected most of all, where it is a safe place that provides quality care. As I progressed through my career, taking the plunge and becoming a provider, there was always a place that I never wanted to work, never ever wanted to work, and that was primary care. I wanted to have nothing to do with that, none whatsoever. But I was also a little skeptical since all of my 14 years in healthcare were in the same acute setting, the hospital. Well, the opportunity arises to go speak with a private office, and at the urging of my husband, I went to give it a chance, and I didn't have high hopes, let me tell you. But it's kind of a crazy thing, but it will now be the place I will eventually retire from, at a primary doctor's office. What made me change my mind? I found a place that values their employees, a healthy work-life balance, a healthy work environment. Most importantly, they value their patients. They take time with their patients, and that's something that is we don't get enough of these days. If I've never given them a chance, I would have lost the best place I've ever been a part of and the most fulfilling place I've ever been a part of. So take those chances, and this lovely little quote that I think we've all seen at school and library. Don't ask would I fail, but ask what if I fly. This class has a personal place in my story and in my nursing heart, as they were the last LPN class I got the pleasure of working with. I was one of their second semester teachers, along with Miss Paul. That semester is where they start to evolve into the nursing role. They get to start passing medications and the ever so dreaded charting. Many tears were spent over those, many head slaps for some repeated mistakes, but they got through it. I witnessed personally their growth in every single one of them, and you should be proud of yourselves. One more hurdle of boards, and then you've done it. One day, one of you may be even my own nurse or even my provider, as there are several of you that could definitely go on to achieve that goal if you wish. If I could leave you with a thought, no matter if you're at a clinic checking patients in, holding a mother's hand while she's giving birth, or holding the hand of a dying patient, never, ever, ever forget what you've chosen to do is an honor, and you will be playing a part in somebody's story. Keep your empathy, be an advocate for your patient, and be an advocate for yourself. But never forget why you chose this career in the first place. I'm so very proud of each and every one of you, and you did it.
So what is up next is we're going to present 3 special awards for outstanding achievement displayed by certain students throughout the year. Students, when your name is called, please come forward to receive your award. I will tell you that the students do not know who is receiving these awards. Okay? So first, Mr. Dustin. He's like, he looks surprised.
Good evening. The first award we are presenting tonight is for the highest GPA throughout the program. Overcoming the stress of test anxiety, juggling study time with family, work, and personal commitments can be very challenging for all our students. It was more difficult with this class because the competition was very keen. We used grades going all the way back to the first semester. I wanted to talk a little more, but I'm told to keep this short and sweet. So with a GPA of 4.0, we are proud to present this award to Aurelie Rubio.
The second award tonight is the Spirit of Nursing. The Spirit of Nursing Award recognizes an outstanding and most deserving student nurse who has embodied the characteristics of being an effective communicator, has established therapeutic communication relationships with the patients and their families, as well as their peers and instructors. They have delivered quality patient care and maintained a high standard of performance and integrity, while at the same time having a positive attitude during difficult times. This student is full of life, friendly, easygoing, always a team player, ready to lend a helping hand, and is a role model to her peers. It's my pleasure to present this award to Katerina Kuja.
Our next award is Clinical Excellence. The Clinical Excellence Award is presented to a student who best demonstrates competency of nursing skills and compassionate to those they serve. This is exemplified by a commitment to providing safe, professional, quality care in a conscientious manner. This student exhibits confidence which inspires trust through competency and planning. Finally, Clinical Excellence has a professional demeanor expressed through behavior and dialogue while caring for patients. It is our pleasure to present the Clinical Excellence Award to Brianna Kindred.
Now I'm going to give another award that's not in the program because we don't normally have this situation. It's very unique. It's called the Perfect Attendance Award. For 3 whole semesters, this particular student never missed a day in class or in clinical. And I know any of our students out there know that that is not an easy thing to do, right? With COVID going around and the flu and everything else. So this is a spectacular achievement. And this achievement goes to Maya Williams.
Good evening. We will now begin the pinning of the graduates. Families and friends, as your graduate is pinned, please stand during their pinning and then be seated once they are pinned. Thank you. Erica Cairo. Mijul Crudup. McKenna Curtis. Lindsay Howard. Victoria Johnson. Brianna Kindred. Katerina Kuja. Anna Nelson. Ashley Parker. Brandy Pinkney. Rain Reinhardt. Aurelie Rubio. Crystal Simmons. Excuse me, that was Simons. I'm allowed one mistake. Melissa Snow. Misty Wims. And Maya Williams. Graduates, please stand for the candle lighting ceremony.
The purpose of the candle lighting ceremony is to symbolize the passing of the torch of nursing knowledge and nursing care from experienced nurses to new nurses. At this time, I ask for all retired and current nurses to please stand. Can you please dim the lights a little bit? Thanks. Oh, will all those nurses, current and retired nurses that stood, please remain standing and join us in saying this pledge? Are we ready? Are they all lit? Okay. Graduates, please join me in reciting the Florence Nightingale Pledge. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. With loyalty, I will endeavor to aid the physician in his work and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care.
Congratulations again to this talented group of nursing students. If you want to blow them out before you burn the place down, that's okay. You can do that, okay? I had the pleasure of instructing these students when they were both core and as seniors. It is wonderful to see how they have grown emotionally and technically into skilled nurses. I wish you all the best in your careers and look forward to calling you all colleagues. Thank you to all the family and friends who have supported these students in this journey. I understand the commitment you made to help your loved ones succeed. This concludes our ceremony for the evening. Let us cheer on our graduates as they process out.